And the Flip2Freedom Academy members, this is PMAX 11 and I am submitting my video success story. I started with Flip2Freedom in December, and in the second week of March I have closed my first deal, and it was a HUD transaction that I picked up virtually. Actually, it is out of my state. And it was a great process, and the resources that Sean provided were excellent in helping me get through. It was a great learning experience, and Jeff DiCarlo of the Academy was a huge help. He walked through it from beginning to end with me and had so much positive advice that he was really instrumental in me closing the deal. But like Sean suggests, I started bidding low, was able to pick up the house at 65% of its list value, which was just over $44,000, and I put it on the market at $60,000, and within days had multiple buyers ready to take a look at the house. And as they started going through, I realized that the house had some foundation issues that I did not know about when I bid on the house and had it accepted. So as we're going through the process, I get in touch with an investor who runs a non-profit organization that helps families who have been affected by natural disasters get back on their feet. And this family that they were trying to place had their home destroyed in the Joplin, Missouri tornado, and they were wanting to purchase my house to put this family up in. And long story short, they came to me and basically said, name your price, we're willing to pay whatever you would like. And through prayer and speaking with my wife, we decided that this first house was a great opportunity for us to bless this family. And we ended up giving the house to the nonprofit for our cost back. And right here you can see the check for $1,649, I believe, and actually a couple hundred of that will go back to the nonprofit, as it was a little more than I had in. But the process was, from start to finish, was us bidding on the home and trying to find buyers, and that required a lot of overnighting of paperwork and a lot of help from our realtor there in the property area. And we even had to get an extension because the nonprofit president, her uncle, was actually taking out a line of credit on his house so that they could buy my house in cash. So by the time that line went through, it had been about 40 days, and they were able to come to the table with cash, and I was able to close remotely. They had told me multiple times that I would not be able to use my buyer's cash for the funding on my purchase. I took the spreadsheet on the resource page, or the HUD training on the Flip2Freedom, typed it up and made it specific to my house and area, and sent it in and just asked them one more time if they could check to see if this was something they could do. And you know, they ended up accepting that, and so I didn't have to use transactional funding. I didn't have to put my funding up. My buyer's cash closed my side of the deal, and everything was overnighted to me paper-wise that I would sign, and they prepaid my package to send it back to them. So relatively easy. Maybe had 5 hours worth of work in this, and most of it was discussing you know, this family's story and hearing about how their house was destroyed, and they had been removed from Joplin and living in a tent. And it was really just a great opportunity for my wife and I. And you know what, as far as I'm concerned, that's a success story. We got the first one down and off the books, or onto the books, and we're ready to move on to the next one and start making some profits. So guys, keep going. Everything Sean teaches is real and legit. You can bank on it. So take what he says and put it into practice, and something good will happen for you guys too. Jeff DiCarlo, thanks so much, man. It was so helpful working with you. And Sean, thank you. And I'll send you a new one here when I get my first profitable check as well. So Thanks, guys. See you soon.